So what's up, guys? Will Indian football ever be bigger than cricket? You know what I'm saying? Listen, I understand cricket is huge. Honestly, I know nothing about cricket. If you check through my channel, I only did like one video. That is cricket, trying to understand how to play. I'm still confused of how everything is played. It's such a confusing sport. Football is simple. Pass, score. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I will say, Indian football is massively underfunded. Bro, they get paid so less for all they have won. It's crazy, bro. Give some respect on Chichatari. You know what I'm saying? Your captain. Let's see what it's all about.
When it comes to sport, cricket dominates India. It seems unlikely that football will ever break that hold, but might it one day challenge for the affections of a 1.4 billion strong population? Well, it's not impossible.
Right. It's not impossible. It's possible, believe.
Jan Danda plays for Scottish Premiership club Ross County, and unusually for a player in a European league, is of Indian heritage and should be eligible for and an asset to the India national team. But things are complicated. India's laws strictly prohibit dual nationality, and although Danda is an overseas citizen of India, a status that grants people of Indian origin the right to permanent residency in the country, this falls short of full citizenship. Currently,
What? Hold on, India. Come on, man. Let's talk about it, man. Okay, I play football. I'm not as good as everybody else, but let's say I will train hard, you know what I'm saying? Really become really good, you know what I'm saying? And my dad is half India, is from India, my mom is from another country, right? That means I have a dual citizen. And if I was good enough to play, you wouldn't accept me to play for a national team to take you guys to the top? What? You have to, bro. You have to. Look at France. France is full of nothing but a lot of black people play for the French national team. But look, they're winning. You know what I'm saying? They use whatever resources they got. Bro, you have to take advantage of that. So you have to be from India just to play? What?
this falls short of full citizenship. Currently, Danda would have to give up his British passport to represent the country. And if he were to do that, India's low FIFA ranking would prevent him from gaining a work permit to play in British football and in some other European leagues.
What?
Danda is hopeful of future change and one day being able to represent India as a dual national. Now, logic would suggest it should not be too hard to find 11 players for a decent team among India's vast population. But this is one reason why India punches below its weight. Despite the men's side winning the Asian Games in 1951 and 1962 and coming fourth at the 56 Summer Olympics, India has never been to a men's or women's World Cup. The men's team qualified in 1950 but pulled out because the Football Association did not take the logistics seriously. In the men's national team rankings, India has been on an upward trajectory but still languishes behind Benin, Kyrgyzstan and Lebanon, all of which have less than 1% of India's population. Everyone who knows Indian football says that the raw population is of limited relevance though. It's not about the population, it's about coach education, says Stephen Constantine, a former manager of the men's national team from 2002 to 2005 and 2015 to 2019 when the side climbed from 173rd in the FIFA World Rankings to a peak of 96th and 101st when he left. If you don't have decent coaches, you won't have decent players, he says. But of course there are other factors too. Indian Super League clubs can have up to 6 foreign players in their squad and 4 on the pitch, so the competition does provide opportunities for the country's brightest young talents, but the competition only has 20 league games a season, leaving India players off the pace against other Asian teams in qualifiers.
Okay, yeah, that's gotta go up. Only 20 leagues? Bro, when I used to play for Academy out here in America, we played 32 games a year. They only play 20? Oh, they need more game time, fam. They need more game time. What?
FIFA's decision to expand the Men's World Cup to 48 teams has and will help, though. The 2026 World Cup will have 8 guaranteed spots for Asian teams, up from 4 in 2022. The Bandra Kurla Complex district in Mumbai is the base of the sporting operations of Reliance Industries, a giant Indian conglomerate that is a key player in cricket. It owns the Mumbai Indians franchise, and it's where Indian football's evolution is being masterminded. The objective is to play in the World Cup as soon as possible, a spokesperson for Reliance told The Athletic. People have realised that you're not going to change the culture of the country immediately. You have to realise that we're a little bit behind. Citing the example of China as a country where football tried to grow too quickly and has since fallen into turmoil, Indian football is instead pursuing a more sustainable path. Reliance makes no attempt to sugarcoat the country's dismal record. Barely any Indian-born players are playing senior professional football outside the country, and some who have tried have struggled. Reliance says it's trying to improve the situation through better coaching and infrastructure. And one of the difficulties of Indian football is that the centre of political power, Delhi, and its biggest city and commercial centre, Mumbai, are not quite footballing hotbeds. Rather than making young players travel thousands of miles from home to play in a top academy in Mumbai, Reliance recently set up a satellite centre in Mizoram, in the northeast, close to the border with Myanmar. The organisation wants to target large parts of India where football is the number one sport, even surpassing cricket. Now, one perceived difficulty is actually based on an incorrect stereotype. It's not accurate to claim that India does badly at football because of the physical attributes of its population. Science magazine, Our World in Data, confirms that Indian men are on average shorter than European countries, but the average Japanese man is also far shorter than a German counterpart. That did not stop Japan from beating Germany at the World Cup in Qatar.
Facts.
Besides, in a country as large as India, there are significant differences between the regions, and in any case, being short is hardly a barrier to impact in the modern game.
Facts.
And football is growing quickly, due mainly to how people can access the game. The opening 2 weeks of the Premier League 2022-23 season saw a 95% increase in Indian viewership compared to the first 2 weeks of the previous year. The league says expanded regional language coverage is a key contributor, with more than 70% watching in local languages, including Bengali, Malayalam, Tamil, and Hindi, rather than English. Many watch on portable devices as the country's population ramps up its use of smartphones. Deloitte estimates that around 1 billion Indians will have a smartphone by the time of the 2026 World Cup, with most of this growth coming in rural areas. So, just as radio and the country's first colour television broadcasts helped power the popularity of cricket when the country unexpectedly won the 1983 World Cup, those tasked with boosting football hope new technology will have the same impact. Indians in rural villages are now watching clips of the Premier League on phones, as well as following transfer gossip and their favourite players on social media. One view is that things are changing quickly, and that football is becoming rooted in culture and in the education system, meaning that it's at least feasible for the country to one day compete at the highest level. At the end of March 2023, India won the Tri-Nation Series mini-tournament by beating Myanmar and Kyrgyzstan in Manipur. It might not be the springboard to World Cup glory, or even a major step towards qualification, but it could be the starting point of a new era. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel.
India, man, listen, bro. India, I'm talking to the Prime Minister. Even though my video probably will never reach you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm not big at all, right? But Prime Minister, what's his name? I don't know his name. It starts with the M. Is it Mo something? I don't know. Prime Minister, my brother. Listen, man. Football is a huge sport. It's the most popular sport in the world. You guys have 1.6 billion people in India. Fam, if you want to make money, like ad revenue, bro, grow that football team, man. You will see the country will prosper. Trust me. Trust me. You guys got too many people to not be at the top, man. Come on. Prime Minister, what are you doing, man? Come on, man. Come on. A la vida.